Hi guys, in this video I will be teaching you how to draw trend lines. Now, trend lines, it's what will help you follow the market, meaning if you have a trend line that it's going down, that's only telling you that the market is going down. If you have a trend line that is going up, then that just tells you that the market is going up. Now, we're going to do a trend line now. Now, trend lines, you connect your highs. We're going to connect our highs. Let's use this. See, we have a high here. That's one high. We have a high here. And we have this high. So now that we have our highs, let's connect them. I connect this one to this one. It gives me that. And I connect this one to this one. So these are my trend lines. Now I'm going to look for my lows. I'm going to do the same thing I did for the highs, but now I'm going to do it for the lows. I just add these circles so you guys can see. You don't have to do that. I just do it so you guys can see how I choose the highs. Now for the lows, I'm going to start from this low. Notice how we have this low. So I connect this one to this one. And then if I extend, see how this one respected? Eventually it fell. Try to get back above it, came back down. This is weakness, guys. This is weakness. It's trying to go up and it can't. This failed to make a higher high. It's coming back down, broke the trend line. This is your primary trend. This is an uptrend. As long as price is above it, we're going up. Uptrend. Here we broke under. So here we are under the uptrend. And now it's coming back up to test this line to see if it can get back above it. And it couldn't. Notice how it couldn't. If I take this line away, notice how it came up, touched, rejected, and it started to come back down. It's starting to come back up. Now it did a lower high, which means that it wasn't strong enough to take this high out and continue. It came back down. This is just showing weakness. Now notice how, if I add the line again, the trend is changing. You connect your highs, and you have this line, and then we have this lower high. So you connect this high to this high, and notice how your trend is changing. That means that price should now trade under here. It's going to trade under here. We have this trend right here. If I take this one off, price will stay here, and now we have a pattern. Look at this pattern. We're here, we held support, held support, held support. We come up, reject resistance, we come back down, holding support. So it's gonna range here. Now if you guys look to the reference section, you guys are going to see the patterns. This is a pattern. If you go back to see, this is a pattern. And all patterns have a specific way to be played. So in this case, this one, as this is coming coiling in here, it will eventually break to the upside or break to the downside. As you guys see on the reference section, that this pattern is supposed to play out. So this is your uptrend. If price trades above it, you can always go long. For example, if you went into the upside here, you bet that it was going to go up here, you could take profits here. Now, if you want to get an entry, you have to wait till this line is touched again. You cannot go into the upside to bet long here. You cannot go in for the upside here. This is very, very risky, because if it goes against you, this candle, you're going to take a loss. You're going to take a loss because you got in at the highs. This is a high. You got in at the highs. You have to wait till price comes back down to your trend line. This is your rules. Remember, guys, these are rules you guys put for yourself to follow. Price has to, price must. And the only way you will take a trade is if price touches your line, like it did right here. Like it did right here. So me as a trader, I know that this is coming up. I'll wait. If I know that this has a chance to keep going up, I'm going to wait until I get another higher low. This is a higher low compared to this one. It's higher. It's a low and it's higher than this one. So not only is it a higher low, it's also part of the trend line. This is good for the upside. So you take it long. You enter here long, even if you catch it up here, you enter for a long and you get out somewhere up here. As soon as you start seeing that there's weakness, you can start taking profits. As soon as you start seeing there's weakness, you can start taking profits. So that's how you can enter a trade. You can enter a trade when your lines are tested. Support and resistance only. Only enter a trade when your price is on it. That's the best risk reward. And then you take your profits whenever if had you had a level up here. Let's add our levels. This is Microsoft. So if we go here, look at our shape, look at our pattern. So now we're gonna add our levels. You guys remember the levels? We'll do this one here based on this candle. We'll do this one here because it fell, and this is how far it fell. So I'll just note this low, this one, and notice how it respects. And then I'll get the mid-range, which here we rallied, we based, and then we rallied. So I like this candle for level. And notice how each one that I chose has been tested more than once. Look at it. 1, 2, 3. Look at here. How many times it's been tested? And then here. The more level is tested, the stronger it is. Now we're going to go into the intraday. And this is how it looks. So now we go back to, hold on, here. So now we go back to trading this. And this is how it will look. We have an uptrend. And our price is going up. Now, had you had these levels, you will know when to take profits. You go in for the long side here. You have a level here. You can get paid here, or you can wait, see if it comes to this level. You can pay yourself here, or if you know when you have conviction that it's going to come to this level, then you wait and you let it come up to here and you take your profits here. It all depends on where you want to take your profits. Some will take it here, some will take it here. Some will take partially here and then take the rest off here. It all depends on what is part of your plan and your risk tolerance. But this is how your trend lines and support and resistance work. Look how price respects the trend lines. Guys, this is like the GPS. This, when you're trying to get from one direction to the other, this is exactly the same. You're trying to get from one direction to the next, from one level to the next, one level to the next, to the upside. And if it's coming down, same thing, level to level, level to level. That's all it is.